In Fallout 4 Anniversary Edition, you can now get 4 companions at once, including the Sentinel Control System Companion, which I'll be showing you how to get and fully upgrade in this video. Since it doesn't take up a companion slot, you can also have another human or robot following you. Thirdly, you can have dog meat, and fourthly, you can use the new Cyberdog, which I made a video on how to get linked below already. But before I show you how to get the Sentinel power armor for yourself, here's a quick overview of how it works. It's basically a power armor frame that's controlled by the AI. This means that you can take on and off all of its armor to further customize and upgrade what it's wearing. You can also give it any weapon you desire, which will then have unlimited ammunition for it to use. I have noticed though that if you give it a rifle, it will usually play at extreme range, coming into medium range with a shotgun, but I think the best way to use it is by giving it a melee weapon, because then it becomes a giant distraction to enemies, and it tanks a lot of the damage for you. Also, in combat, the Sentinel cannot die, but it can still get downed after taking enough damage, and then either after the battle or after a short recovery period, it will just get back up and start fighting again. Unfortunately, the power armor that you give it won't take any damage during combat, so you'll never need to repair it. I will go over the best armor and weapon setup later on in the video. You can also trade with it and store heavy items for the Sentinel to carry, and it does look rather creepy if you remove its armor since it has no head. The Sentinel also has 4 different personality modes to pick from. Firstly, you have the Sentinel bot.
Status report green. All systems within acceptable operating parameters.
The Mr. Gusty robot.
Do I look like I have time for idle chit-chat?
And the Assaultron, which sounds a bit weird.
I have been programmed to efficiently terminate human combatants.
And finally, you have the secret unlockable personality called Memory Free Mode, which is the voice for Liberty Prime, and I will show you how to get this later on in the video because you can miss it.
Freedom is the sovereign right of every American.
Now, these voice lines change the idle and combat dialogue, but they're just recycled voice lines that were already in the base game. That said, I am glad that it speaks at all. You can also put the Sentinel on standby and it basically just turns it off. Just make sure that you remember where you leave it. And then if you change it to escort mode, it's going to follow you throughout the wasteland wherever you go. Now, if you don't have Fallout Anniversary Edition or the Creation Bundle, you will need to buy the Sentinel Creation for $7, which is definitely not worth it. In fact, there are much better free alternatives that I will link below that you can get instead. But if it's already installed, here's how to find it for yourself. From Sanctuary, we need to come all the way to the southwest, just where the Drumlin Diner here is on the map. And if we zoom into this location, down the road from the diner, there's an area where the train track crosses it, just above the main road here. So here's the train track crossing the main road, and as you can see, it's fallen over and crashed, and it's just on this main road here that we're going to find the 2 Brotherhood of Steel members. I've actually got both the Cyberdog and Dogmeat you can have as 2 companions. Pretty damn awesome. And now when we collect these guys, we'll be able to get 4 companions with the cheeky sneak attack. Get wrecked, son. Boom. God, that is something so satisfying about shooting these guys in the head. So we've taken out both of the rogue Sentinel power armors, and we can grab the Sentinel system log from its body. And also he has a full set of Outcast armor, which I'd recommend looting. But the most interesting thing is that there's nobody inside these power armors. You can see this one is also completely empty. But if we go to the note section of our inventory, we can find the Sentinel system log and give that a read. Event log 2 then updates our quest. Status eliminated. Escort Dawson target destination. Scolet propane station in sector 10. Proximity defense enabled. So now we get to find out what happened in this crash site, because you'll notice There's also a dead Brotherhood of Steel member by the name of Mara who has a holotape nearby. Oh, sorry, Mara, I didn't mean to devour you. Goodness me. My apologies. Rather peckish. It looks like she was responding to this, the Outcast distress pulsar on the ground.
I'm 200 pounds of patriotic hardware stuffed with expired food and a goddamn teddy bear!
Maria's holotape. Let's have a look. Maria was assigned to patrol a sector of the Commonwealth alongside a unit of 3 Sentinels, AI-controlled power armor escort units. They're a little beaten up and still bear the paint from our Outcast days before Elder Maxon, but they'll help get our job done. Day 4. A cache of military fusion cells was discovered in a nearby abandoned shed. Dawson has become routinely late to the 0600 reporting. I will bring this up with him next time we meet. And her colleague right here, Valquez, also has his own holotape as well, which tells you about Dawson's birthday coming up soon. And that's why he has a toy car, which he was going to give him. Dogmeat, are you on fire? About to become cooked meat. So now if we zoom out just to the southwest, we can find the propane station, which isn't too far from the federal ration stockpile. So you can see the encampment over there under the bridge, and if you turn around and look south over the hill here, we can see what appears to be the propane station, where Dawson is apparently hanging out. Here he is.
Analyzing enemy composition.
Oh, goodness me, he's not a friendly person at all. Shoot them in the face. Get wrecked, Dawson. Shoot you right in the kneecap. Boom. And again, with no armor this time. Let's reload.
Hoorah! Air superiority is now...
And get wrecked. Goodbye, Dawson. You traitorous Brotherhood of Steel member.
US Army.
I want to say, who else is shooting me? Who's this guy? Raider Psycho. Get wrecked, son. I think Dogmeat doesn't know what's going on right now.
Scanning.
Oh,
All enemies have been
beautiful.
dispatched.
Okay, let's go and loot Dawson for his footlocker key, and he's got an exterminator left arm. He also has an automatic laser pistol. So if we go in here, we can actually find his footlocker, but right next to it is a hot rodder magazine, which permanently unlocks a new custom paint job for your power armor, which is going to be the Outcast power armor paint. And then we can unlock his footlocker just here, which also has his holotape and the program mission report for the Sentinels. You can also find a bunch of ammo outside here, and even a fusion core, which is pretty handy, as I'm about to show you, because you go outside of this area. Get out of the way, Lydia. And it's reading Dawson's holotape in its entirety that's going to unlock the secret Liberty Prime personality as an optional personality. So apparently he was sending data to the Institute. So he was a traitor. He doesn't like that the Brotherhood keep the data locked away, apparently to protect humanity itself. Maria caught her compiling some of the holotapes, and he just told her that it was a backup. Vasquez started asking him a lot of questions too. It's probably asking him trying to figure out a birthday present. And then we have an update on the patrol. There's gonna have to be an accident. It's the only way I can keep all of this quiet. I know how to reprogram the Sentinel targeting systems. I'll say that I barely made it out alive, that all the kinks with the AI haven't been worked out yet. I'll wipe out my own Sentinel's memory when I'm done. If the Brotherhood dies, too much will die with us. I can't allow it. My Sentinel passcode is capital Tripwire Echo. I'll need to get their code somehow too. And here we have the Sentinel program mission report that I guess he was leaking to the Institute. Sentinel Power Armor Overview, an AI-based unmanned power armor control system developed jointly by Westech and General Atomics International. It's a highly experimental system that was developed in the lead-up to the Great War to supplement normal military deployments by utilizing existing power armor units, until the technology was later recovered by the Brotherhood of Steel following the war, and they continued to experiment with them. And then if we click on the Autonomous Mission Report 001, we will find out about the rogue Sentinel. The unit has proven to be far too aggressive at engaged persons nearby that exhibit only the slightest hint of hostility. So we have to go and shut it down. Just outside the propane station, you can find the Sentinel armor right here, but it's invisible. But it does say I can still hack it, so let's have a go. We can then go ahead and activate it here. Oh, it's appeared. Perfect. And if we pick up its shoulder and its right leg, hack into the Sentinel. So act as storage and modify loadouts. We can also give him a weapon as well, which he will have unlimited ammo for. Press Y to equip it, and now he has full armor. Enter escort mode. And now you can see he is going to follow us around the wasteland with our 2 dogs, and he also doesn't count as having a companion, which is pretty damn handy with all the perks we get access to. Now, if you go to select its personality matrix, you'll see that currently there's an option that says memory free. And you can actually unlock the Liberty Prime personality if you complete the side quest, which we picked up earlier. So now underneath your miscellaneous quest options, you'll have a mini quest to destroy the rogue Sentinel power armor, which is located just over here on the west of the map at the relay tower 0BB915. So let's fast travel over. Now I have upgraded the armor of our own Sentinel. So as soon as we see our target, which is right over there, it has a minigun too.
Status report. All systems within acceptable operating parameters.
I'm curious who's going to win this. It seems like my Sentinel's already absolutely obliterating the rogue one. Doesn't stand a chance. Finish him.
Threat analysis green. Security operation successful. Resuming normal operation.
And now we can unlock the Sentinel personality matrix Liberty Prime by just grabbing it off his body. We can swap him to the Liberty Prime Sentinel personality. Also, if you guys want him to use melee instead of range, you do actually need to go ahead and equip the melee weapon for him. And if you want him to use a specific weapon, you will need to give him at least 1 ammo for it, and then he'll have an unlimited amount.
Glory is the reward of valor.
Now let's go over the best setup for the Sentinel. Firstly, the Sentinel's power armor doesn't get damaged, and the best armor you can use for it is going to be the unique Nuka Quantum Exo-1 armor. There's a guide on how to get that linked below in the description, and it comes with the Mark V upgrades pre-attached, and it can also be upgraded further to the Mark VI at the workbench. But the best weapon choice for melee combat is going to be the upgraded Ceto's Shiny Slugger, which I will also link below. This makes full use of the slow attack speed by making every hit count because it does so much damage. Alternatively, you can just give it a super sledge. The slow hard hitting weapons seem to work best though. Now, since the Sentinel has unlimited ammunition, you can also give it a Tesla cannon or an alien blaster, both of which I'll link how to get below. Just don't give it anything that does area of effect damage, because it's also gonna hurt you, even accidentally. One of the annoying things I've noticed about the Sentinel Companion though, is the fact that you don't get experience from its kills. It can also, very annoyingly, block you whenever you're trying to explore a tight space. But if you do want to get 4 companions following you at once, make sure you also check out this video on how to get the Cyberdog, which you can do very early on in the game.